Oh, Disney, Disney, Disney. What are we going to do with you? Greetings, everyone. This is Castantino on the Sincast. Uh, what a freaking messed up 2 weeks, huh? Happy New Year to everybody. This past 2 weeks has just been, for Disney. You know, the whole year has been complete BS for them. They've had tons of billion-dollar movies. They've had flops, too, with Dumbo and stuff. And still, their investors are dumb as rocks with blinders. I'll get back to that later because apparently those blinders have started to come off. So, basically, 2 weeks ago came out the most highly anticipated movie of the year. Star Wars. Episode 9, Rise of Skywalker. This movie, I didn't go see it. I have no interest in seeing it. I don't care anymore to see it. This movie, it doesn't taint. For some people, it taints. The series taints the others. Not for me. Because I can easily just, okay, this doesn't belong. There are those who, well, we'll get into those people because, god damn. So anyway, so that movie came out. And it's underperformed. Worldwide, it's grossing, I heard, in like the 750 thing. Which, no, this, because of the terms Star Wars and Disney, this thing should be doing gangbusters. It's not. The leaks have been shown. Even my friends who went to see it and liked it, which, fine, whatever, you liked it. They liked it. Even they begrudgingly said the leaks were true. Every blasted leak. So really, it's like, why do I want to go see it? I personally didn't like what the leaks were saying, and you're telling me the leaks are true. Why do I want to go spend my money on going to go see this? So it's like, fine, I don't care. So anyway, but they didn't end there. No. Between that, the leaks, John Boyega coming out and trashing the film, leaving behind scripts. Daisy Ridley, I think, might have even said some stuff, but I think she's been more playing ball than what Boyega was doing. And that's fine. That's what they're supposed to be doing. They're not supposed to be trashing the fans. They're not supposed to be championing their political thing, because nobody gives a shit what celebrities think. If you're out there to promote a movie, promote the damn movie. If you want to do like a special where they give you a mic to talk specifically about your politics, go ahead. I don't know who's going to watch, but go ahead. That's your time. When you're promoting the movie, that's the movie's time. And then, like I said, then it released. There were people that obviously liked it. There were people who didn't like it. And those were people more on my side, like me, who saw the leaks, went in, and were totally disgusted about the fact that they went there when they could just look at the leaks. I feel better than those people because I didn't spend money to watch it. So, go me! Anyway, so now there's a scene, spoilers for what I've heard, that where Kylo Ren dies. I'll get into what I really think they. Maybe they did. We'll never know. I'll get into that. But Kylo Ren dies, and the Reylos throw a hissy fit, because that's all they do. They throw hissy fits. These shippers who want to have something they can put on that's not technically porn, so they can freaking and masturbate. These people, who think a abusive relationship is the catalyst for one of the most romantic things on planet. So, all right. But I guarantee you, most of them wouldn't like to get freaking punched in the face. No one. But it's so those people, once again, tolerant and accepting people that they are sending death threats via Twitter to the cast and crew of the movie and even members of LucasFilm. Interesting. Media's not picking up that I've seen so far. It's just been YouTubers. But I'll be fair. Media anymore, these blog sites, basically freaking camp out on YouTube so they can take what they say and put them in a thing. So, whatever. So, we've got that. It's just turning into a big mess. There's been another leak. I don't know how true this is. That J.J. Abrams, apparently that movie that was put out was not his final cut. That movie we put out was Disney trying, and in retrospect, Bobby Boy Iger, another thing I'll get into, basically trying to appeal to everyone. Well, here's the thing. When you try to appeal to everyone, you appeal to no one. And to an extent, yeah, you didn't appeal to enough. You pissed off the fans that... You chased off the older fans after episode 8 because, you're being a bunch of this and that. And with this one, you chased off those freaking fans who actually, for whatever reason, liked 8. And... yeah, you pissed them off. You've pissed everyone off. You've done nothing. Nothing. You've accomplished nothing. It's pathetic, is what it is. It's really pathetic. So with that all, and like I said, a leak came out that J.J. Abrams is pissed off that Disney did this on purpose to him to destroy his good name, which, depending on who you talk to, yeah, he didn't have a good name. And in my opinion, he should be allowed to create his own stuff and not freaking touch already named properties like Star Trek and Star Wars. Because he started, and then he kind of, and I'm not going to say this one's entirely his fault. Star Trek is more his fault than, because his company is still involved in that. So, what does this bring us to? Kathleen Kennedy, or KK Kennedy as I like to call her, has been quiet. Whether this is basically someone telling her to keep her freaking yap shut, or maybe she got lost somewhere while trying to grab someone a coffee. Who knows? But she's been really quiet. You haven't heard anything from Disney because Disney is probably this is the other thing. Disney investors are from what I've heard are unimpressed. They're pissed off. They're pissed off at Iger. They should be. They're pissed off at Kennedy. They should be. Truthfully, and all I can say is, well, you guys brought Iger back for that stupid Fox deal. So here, because now Iger, the only reason this cut even happened is because this is to save Iger. For Iger, this is to save his freaking precious image. So, he, because Star Wars has made him look stupid. It makes him look weak, which he ultimately is. Even from excerpts I heard from his book, he's nothing more than a con man and a snake oil salesman. That's it. That's it. He just he was gifted with a silver tongue, and he's used it to get through his entire existence. Even truth hurts, but that's what he did. He freaking sweet talked. It sounds like he sweet talked Lucasfilm off Lucas, which it's so funny. They paid $4 billion for that, overpaid for that. That is basically going to be his entire legacy, overpaying for stuff and not getting anything back. There's no return for this. There's not. I'm sorry, there's not. I've done the numbers myself, and at best, Disney, he may have paid for the movies, no problem, but they only made $300 million. This is just movie thing. If you do I did this in the earlier video. Disney has basically, based on that, I figured Disney has basically broke even on Star Wars. Yeah. They've, if you just take into all the movies, at the time, that was just 7 and 8, Solo, and Rogue One. They made off of those ones $700 million. And trust me, that is not a whole lot when you look at you go through those numbers that I just mentioned. So it's like out of those four, they basically made maybe a little over $200 million per film. And it was hurt by Solo bombing, so it's not good there. And this movie, with all the reshoots, all the behind-the-scenes nonsense, all the deals they had to make to push this thing, which, honestly, what was there to push? I don't even think they had a major marketing thing for this movie. Not until, like, the last month or so before it came up. So yeah, I think the fact that they didn't push this movie like they should have probably is going to save them, and then you add the park, which is, from all accounts, even in the media, calling it a failure. They opened the second attraction finally, and it apparently it's good when it works. The Falcon ride is a glorified video game. There's not much to do. It's basically a giant shopping mall. So it's like, what was the point? What was the damn point? The whole thing was just Iger trying to make his legacy look. So he could be like, yeah, I did this, I did that. Now it's like, you did nothing, dude. You're a failure. You're a sweet-talking failure who knows just how to use your ribbed tongue. Ribbed for your pleasure. So, there's that. As I said, Kathleen Kennedy hasn't said anything since this movie came out. And even what she said before the movie came out has basically said she's out of the loop, which there's even been pictures of her on the set of Mandalorian where it's like they're completely ignoring her and she's just sitting there all pissy, looking pissy and stuff, because she doesn't know what the hell's going on. The only time she seems to know what's going on is when she's handing people coffee. So, yeah, there's that. And, of course, the Abrams thing. And now there's a rumor going that they are trying to get Lucas to come back. And I've heard it's just to be an executive producer on current upcoming projects and The Mandalorian, but I'd be more surprised if it was that, just for that, and less so if it's, hey, we want you to come back and take over LucasFilm. To which Lucas is going to come back. He's going to want to do things his way, especially after what happened, because he's not going to trust anyone else to fucking do his stories. He's not going to trust anyone else with his legacy, which this is a common theme for guys like him. Cameron freaking took back, I think he took back Terminator or maybe a couple other things. Who else? Can't remember. Someone else took back the rights to a movie series that he let go. Can't remember what that was. But it's like, this is because this current generation of filmmakers and studio heads are idiots. They're idiots. They are too busy either counting their beans or stroking their own dick because they think they're the greatest thing ever because that's what they were told. Their entire lives are, oh, you're so great. You're so fantastic. Woo, woo, woo. It's like, no, you're not. You're not great. You're not fantastic. You were given a participation reward. Here you go. At least you tried. Read between the lines, a-holes. It's just... And I knew I was going to have more interest in what happened with the Fallout than with the movie, so it's like, yeah, this is pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Where are we going to go from here? I'm sure this is unfortunately going to go on for years on end. There's already people are making comments about, well, episode 8's already freaking used by movie cinema schools as a what not to do in movies, and this whole trilogy is going to be basically a how not to write a 3-part movie series, because there was no anything, there was no set goals. No, they had no idea. This was a complete cash grab and a way to ego stroking idea. That's it. That's all it was. So, we'll see what happens. I see more Fallout. Boyega's already starting to make fun of the Raylos because they're going to see therapists and all that because these people can't live, I don't know what it is. They just cannot seem to live out into reality. And that's what if anything, this is what this really comes down to. The fact that this movie is freaking flat out failing underperforming, failing. It's a map point. As Obi-Wan Kenobi would say, it all depends on your point of view. The fact that this is going on is tiring. This is a huge wake-up call, should be a huge wake-up call to Hollywood that, yeah, the fans are not going to put up with your crap. Fans aren't going to put up with your crap. Invest those Hollywood the actors and actresses and the directors and stuff. Yeah, some of them are finally noticing that, hey, there's a wall where we can't just crash through, where we actually have to try to do things rather than, and we'll just do this and people will come see it, or I'll call them this and that. This isn't freaking high school. This isn't grade school. Get your minds out of that level. You know, start making stuff that's more actually entertaining and less about stupid politics because no one cares. Stupid agendas because no one cares. It's just going to be completely amazing. Really amazing. So, I'll see you. This is Casatino, and I will see you in the next video.